Hello! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Paige and today we're going to be talking through all the readathons happening in September. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. I had to give kudos to the fact that Amanda did my intro in her video last month, or I did her intro this month. But hi, this is the readathon video where we collate the readathons that are happening in the month of September on YouTube and give them to you all. I am so thankful to Amanda for taking over last month and being able to still put up the readathon video. I'm so happy that so many people found her and continue to watch the video. We're back on my channel for this time round. I had a lovely vacation in Bali and was so much less stressed knowing that Amanda was taking the reins and did such an amazing job. So thank you again, Amanda. I really appreciate it. For those that are new here, each month I go through and collate the readathons that I found at the time of filming and put them together for you in this video. So I can't even remember what my usual disclaimers are anymore. So there are some disclaimers that I have. First, that these are the ones that I found at the time of filming, which is currently Thursday the 28th of August at 5:30 AEST, and this video will be going live at 6 AM on the 29th of August AEST as well. The people that I mention are just the people that I have found through their announcement videos on YouTube, and I don't mention Instagram or book blogs or any other platforms unless they are noted on the Google form, which I leave a link down below. So if you have an upcoming readathon and it's not hosted on YouTube and it's not going to have an announcement video there, feel free to leave it in the Google forms and I will talk about it in the future months. You can put as far in the future as you'd like. That is where these come from. It is just me searching on YouTube. I do not seek them out for other platforms. They need to come to me for that. The people that I mention will be the people that I've found through the video but I do leave links to the announcement videos for that channel and they will lead you to who the creator of the readathon is if it's not them. With that, there are 3 ways you can access this information. I will leave linked below the YouTube playlist of the September announcement videos that I've found. There will be links in the description box itself, and there will also be linked to a Google Sheets which has the information, the creator, and the little spiel that I'm about to read out for you, all linked there. Can I think of anything else? I know there's something else. Every time without fail I forget something. Anyway, it's what it is. I go on holidays and my brain doesn't come back with me. It's fine. For these videos we do go from the shortest duration to the longest, so starting off with the 24s and going up to the Monthlong or extended, which we do have a couple this time around as well. Let's dive in and talk about the readathons. The first one I have on the list is a 48-hour readathon running from the 20th to the 21st of September, and that is Weekend at Timmy's Round 2. And this is created by Brittany Loves Reading. This is a weekend where we do 2 roles on Timmy's TBR game board, which is their monthly TBR game, and fill the prompts together. This will be happening every other month as well. You get to fill the prompts as many times as you would like over the course of the weekend. Whilst this is the second month that this is happening, if you do want to do the previous round from July, you can as well, but if you just want to dive into this round as well, feel free. So Brittany will have the roles in their announcement video, and then you just have to read books that fit that prompt throughout the weekend to participate. Then we have a 5-day readathon running from the 12th to the 16th, and that's Survive the Night readathon created by Reading with Jess. So it's time to survive summer camp. Hide and seek, turn deadly, and each prompt is a unique location on the map, and the prompts based off the location are so creative. You will need to be in the Discord, as every day a killer will visit a location and there is a check-in form to note where you're currently at. This will note whether you have survived or not. There are ways of getting back into the game though, so it doesn't matter if you do die. You can post a video or Instagram post or whatever explaining how you died to get back in and be resurrected as a player. There are also photo challenges and extra activities as well. Then we have 3 week-long readathons, the first running from the 7th to the 13th, and that's the week of Weird, which I found on Fiber Artsy's channel. If you read one weird thing, you've participated. But there are 3 prompts and a group story available on Project Gutenberg if you would like to read it as well. Doubling up as much as you want. It's basically just keep it simple and keep it weird. Then we have running from the 15th to the 21st, the Final Book Support Group hosted by Steph Loves. This is a 4x4 bingo board designed to read final books and continuations in series, and basically just build the community support to finalize those series that we procrastinate on. There are a mixture of bookish and activity prompts which you can interpret as you need. Do with it as you see fit. If you don't want to use the prompts, you don't have to. As long as you read sequels, it counts. Then running from the 22nd to 28th, we have Witchathon Mayhem, which is created by Young Reader, and this is celebrating the full-time season, and the prompts are based around this transition period and thankfulness and celebrating all things autumnal. The prompts have reading and or activity options available as well. Then we have a 9-day readathon running from the 13th to 21st, and that's the Summer Scare Readathon created by the Hex Library. This is low stakes, high fun readathon. Read spooky books with spooky friends to give you some summer warmth to lead us into the spooky autumnal season. You don't technically have to read spooky books, but it does make it easier to hit some of the prompts with spooky books. But spooky books can be applied in many genres, like a spooky romance set in Halloween, that sort of thing. And they also say please double up as much as you want. Then we have one 2-week-long readathon running from the 15th to the 28th, and that's Not So Scary-a-thon, created by Macy from The Bright Side Girl. This is basically having a fun, cozy, autumnal vibe without giving you nightmares coming into the spooky season. This year is Disney themed for graphics and reading challenges. Each of the reading challenges is based off a Disney movie, but you don't have to read Disney. As long as it fits within the prompt, it counts. There is also a fall bingo board to be completing throughout the entire fall season, and Macy put so much effort into the challenges, and she has a playlist like on Spotify for Disney songs to match, and photo challenges with a US giveaway as well. Then we have a 2.5-week readathon running from the 1st to the 18th, and that's a Scooby-Doo readathon created by Sonia with an I. And throughout this readathon time, you roll a dice to get a prompt based off the number that you roll, and have fun. You can roll as you go and make a TBR in advance, throw the dice out the window and just work your way from top to bottom, or see how long it takes you to complete all of the prompts whilst rolling to get them. Each prompt does provide a lot of options so they can work for your reads, but be careful because there is a prompt of rolling for the same number twice in a row. On to our Monthlongs. And holy shit, there's a lot. The first is Seasonathon Academy, created by Completely Melanie. We're returning once again to Seasonathon Academy, where you will need to read 5 courses to complete your Bachelor of Reading. You can't double up, but there are some categories with multiple options to be able to choose from, and there is also a group book and a live chat with the author and study sessions throughout the month. You will also have some amazing co-hosts this around, as per usual, and you can dive into this semester if you want to, or if you wanted to go back and do previous semesters, you can as well. Then we have Mystic Readathon Season 2, created by Nell's Next Chapter. So join us for the Mystic Readathon, a spooky team-based reading challenge inspired by the Vampire Diaries Season 3. Whether you love vampire books, dark academia, or cozy fall readathons, this event has something for every reader. Don't miss the drama, strategy, and bookish fun. It's time to pick your side and go beyond. The announcement video details the team lineups, reading prompts, how to join, and tips for building your TBR as well. Nell, it's fabulous. I love seeing all of the hype for it last year, and can't wait to see what mischief and mayhem everyone gets up to this year as well. Then we have the Cryptid Creatures Readathon, created by Sweet Tea Reads, and the creator loves cryptids and books, so decided to bring them together and created this readathon. There is a bingo board with prompts based around the cryptids. You can either read a book about the cryptid or fulfill using the prompt listed. There are no limits on how many prompts a book can be used for as well. Then we have the Magical Readathons Autumn Equinox, created by Book Roast. Once again, we're returning to Aurelium to continue our chosen careers. Each career has a set number of courses and grade to achieve with a corresponding prompts. G isn't policing it, so if you want to dive in at semester 2, feel free. Otherwise, there is so much lore in history and building up your character, and so congratulations to those who are graduating this year. We also have a little side task to reveal animals as we log our pages together throughout the month. Then we have Shorty September, which I also found once again on Fiber Arties, and the goal of this is to read all the shorties. So basically 200 to 250 pages or fewer, and if you want to pick according to the prompts, they're based off different kinds of shorts. Please check the graphics as they always excel and are absolutely amazing. Then we have the Readathon Rebellion, created by Melanor Reads. This is a collaborative team-based readathon where you go at your own pace. So this is directly from Mel's Word doc. You will be traveling the board on a mission to save your leader. You will start in the city of Valoria and travel through the devouring woods before finally reaching Grimhold Prison. There will be trainings to keep you sharp, roadblocks to hold you back, side quests to improve your chances, and ways to gather additional information. However, there are 4 main objectives that are essential to completing your mission. You must complete all 4 objectives no matter what. So if you roll a 6 and land on info gathering, you will need to do that prompt as well as objective 1 that you also passed on the board. So for modes, just like in any group, there are different abilities and strength, and you choose your level of participation for this mission. So it looks like a fabulous time, and I love seeing the lore that Mel always puts into her readathons, so can't wait to see it grow from there. Then we have October September, which I found on Book Chat with Pat's channel. This is a low-key reading event, which is about reading octopus and squid related books in the month of September. There are no rules, but if you'd like, there are 2 prompts. One is read a non-fiction about cephalopods. Hey! And the second prompt is to read a work of fiction about a cephalopod as well. Then we have 30 books in 30 days, created by Luminous Libero. There are two ways to play. You can either read 30 books or read for 30 minutes each day for 30 days. Ideally, each book must be under or near 100 pages, and there are additional challenges that you could do to shake up your reading, like reading 10 books from one genre or age group, reading 10 books from one author about one topic or setting, or read a book written by an author under 30s, whether it was written or published when they were under 30, and read a book that was published over 30 years ago. And these do tie nicely together with Shorty September. Then we have Everbloom Year 1 and Year 2, created by Meg Reads. This is an amazingly immersive readathon, so please check out the video that will explain everything in much more detail than I possibly ever could. If this is your first time participating, please refer back to the 2024 syllabus, as you do need to complete the Year 1's pledge, and that is fulfilling 5 basic classes, 1 elective and all department classes. But for Year 2s, they are starting the points-based readathon component, so you need to put in your pledge and complete every book from your department. But there is also a class schedule that shows the prompts, and it's fucking amazing. Please go check it out for the visuals. Then we have Scientific September, created by Tasha's Library. This is a chance to read more science fiction and science non-fiction. This year there is a board game, and so creative to be able to play. The goal is to have fun and just read more. You can do the board game with whatever die you want, or just pull the prompt cards if you don't want to have to play. The Google Drive also provides a heap of recommendations, both fiction and non-fiction versions, for each of the prompts as well. Then we have Series September, which I found on Books and Jams' channel. This is the 3x3 bingo board, based around what's on the cover. So this is all about vibes, and you can interpret the prompts however you want to make this work for you. You can get creative, and it can be any part of series, as long as it isn't a standalone. It counts. Then we have the Introverted Reader, Readathon, created by the Introverted Reader. There are 8 prompts that are fun and a good time. Read whatever, however, whenever you want. DNFs, double ups allowed. The only rule is to be kind and have fun. It's very low-key and chill, whilst also broadening your reading horizons. Then we have the 30 and 34 round, created by Happy for Now. The goal is to read more graphic formats than you usually would. The goal is to read 30 in 30 volumes, but you don't have to shoot for 30 if that's too much. Just aim for more than what you would, and there are different levels of prompts to cater to different reading types, so you level up depending on the challenges you complete, and the tracker is there to be able to assist, and an absolute beauty. Then we have Volume 1 September, created by the Bizarre Individual, and the goal is to read those first volumes, so tying perfectly back into 30 and 30. If it's the first volume, it counts. There are 10 optional prompts, some activity based and some to guide your reading. Then we have Sapphic September, created by It's Hopes Books, and the goal is to read as many sapphic books as you can in the month. There is a 5x5 bingo board with prompts to be able to help with your reading, and you can interpret them however you need to. As long as it's sapphic, it counts. Then we have Framed in September, and I found this on another bibliophile Reads' channel, and this is all focused on art and the power of art and creativity. There are 3 prompts in reading, experience, and creating or discussing art. You can choose what you feel qualifies as art, whether it's movies, architecture, comics, paint-based, textured graphic art, literature, whatever the case. If you find it as art, feel free to consume it for this readathon. Then we have Heir of September, which I found on Beth's Bookish Reviews, and this is a tribute to Jane Eyre and Charlotte Bronte. There are 9 prompts with 3 bonus prompts, so either a 3x3 or a 3x4 bingo board for the prompts, and really just celebrating Jane Eyre and its associated tropes. Then we have Vamptember, which I found on the Bookybusters channel. This is a vampire themed readathon. Basically, consume some vampire content. There are optional reading prompts for novels, graphic novels, short stories, whatever works for you. And then there is a group read as well, and activity prompts to get into the vampire spirit. So that's it for the month-longs. We then have one 6-week-long readathon, which is starting on the 22nd and going to the 31st of October, and that's Halloweenathon 2025, created by Slime and Slashes. Halloweenathon is a BYO event. Build your own board. You have the freedom to create a personalized game board, boards, or bingo boards using a variety of prompts, choosing over from 100 reading, watching, and activity prompts to tailor your experience with your preferences. You don't even have to use the prompts if you don't want. You can always just put in the movies, books, and activities, or any of those onto the blank boards, or make any of those things correspond with the pre-numbered boards as well. You can go as hardcore as you would like, or as chill as you would like. If you do one challenge, you're officially dubbed a pumpkin head. Jesus, why is that word hard? So this readathon is really meant to be customized for you and to just enjoy all things Halloween, getting into that spooky spirit starting from the end of September. But you can start this whenever you want. If you want to start it in October, feel free. And then running from September through to November, there's the Autumn Readathon, created by Emily Elizabeth Book Lover. There are 35 prompts to complete over these 3 months and inspired by all things autumnal. You have the entire 3 months to complete as many prompts as you can, but you can't double up. You can use whatever reading medium that works for you, so like graphic novels, account, any of that. But the goal is to try and complete all 35 prompts and have fun along the way. So that's it. Those are the readathons. Holy Lord. I feel like there was less than August, but still feels like a lot. So those are the readathons that are happening. Please let me know in the comments if there are any that I have missed. Obviously there are ones that get missed that are posted after I've posted this video, but I will there's the other disclaimer, I will post any ones that I find into the playlist on YouTube as I come across them. I don't update the description box or the Google Sheet. I knew there was one more floating around there. So yes, if there are any others, feel free to bring them to my attention and I'll put them in the playlist as well. Let me know if you're thinking of participating in any. I'm co-hosting Seasonathon and continuing with Aurelium and coming off Augustathon. She needs some chill time. So feel free to let me know what you're diving into. I can't wait to see everyone's TBRs for these wonderful things. And like I said, feel free to leave any thoughts and opinions on any of them in the comments down below. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video or over on my Patreon. Bye!